Good morning and welcome to Mrs. Bell's Sweet Treats and More. This is my YouTube channel and this is an and more day. I wish you a happy, wonderful 4th of July. It has been a little warm in New England, but we've come through a lot together in this life and in this situation with after COVID. And I am just excited. I hear the noise of people getting together and the sounds of summer. And it's good. It's good. Today I'm going to be making my oven ribs, and it's just going to be the two of us, so it's not going to be a huge get together. It's going to be my husband and I. So I just got a package of the ribs, and these were extra meaty, a pretty good price. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out the package and get started. Well, here we are back, and I've already rinsed it and dried it, and I'm taking this membrane off the back of it. And it's a nice piece of rib. A little bit of fat. A little fat is not bad, but we don't want. So here's the front, and I'm going to take some of this off too. I like eating a piece of meat that has meat on it. I can't tell you how many times I've cut a piece of rib, or someone has given me a piece of rib, and that rib was all fat. I was so mad. The sauce was delicious, but I had no rib. So I'm going to take that off. I'm not taking all the fat off. So I cut off the membrane that's on the back, and it was really not hard to do. I got it started on the end, and it kind of, you can take a clean rag or a paper towel and just pull it off. So here's my rib. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put, season my rib a little bit before I put the rub on to have some extra seasoning. I don't want it to be without flavor. And my hands are clean. So I'm just gonna rub this on here. Just a little bit of my own, because I want, when I used to cook, I used to wonder why my meat or vegetables, whatever I was cooking, excuse me, didn't have any flavor. It tasted like I put the flavor on after, and that's what we don't want here. So I want to season up just with a little bit of the same seasoning. And then we'll be back. Okay, now we're back. And I'm going to take I have some brown sugar, and the ingredients are, just click on the link. I took the same seasoning, and I'm gonna put it on the back side of my ribs. And kind of get it in there. To make sure that the flavor is not only all the way through, but that every piece has it. Because you don't want it just sitting over here or sitting over there. You want that in there. So I'm gonna work it in. And I added the The brown sugar, I added more of my spice to it. Now this is for the oven. My husband makes wonderful ribs on the grill. But this I'm making in the oven. And I am so glad for air conditioning. I didn't grow up with it, but I am so glad for it now. I don't know how we even got along without air conditioning. We didn't know any better. You know, we didn't know that air conditioning existed, or it didn't exist when I was growing up. Kind of dating myself here. So I'm going to keep working this in, and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm back with our rib. And I'm going to get it ready to put in the oven. I've rubbed in the spices, and it looks really good. I'm going to tap it with another nice piece of foil. And I'm going to cook it really slow. It's going to go in the oven at 275. And I want to tell you this too. I've made this many times with the bags, the oven bags. It comes out wonderfully. But once I get to a certain point with it, with the bag, I want to brown it, and the bag is so hot. So this time I'm going to just use foil and put it on my extra long pan. I got a little piece here that doesn't want to stay hidden, but we don't want any juices or anything coming out before the time. So there we go, and we're going to put it in the oven. I'm going to cook it for a couple of hours. It's going to take a little bit, so I'll be back. Well, I've just taken it out of the oven, and I'm just going to see if it's tender enough. If it's not, I'm going to put it back in. So here's what it's looking like. It's tender. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on a rack, but I'm going to have to flip it over, and it's really hot. So I'll be right back. Well, I've just taken it out of the oven, and I'm just going to see if it's tender enough. If it's not, I'm going to put it back in. So here's what it's looking like. It's tender. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on a rack, but I'm going to have to flip it over, and it's really hot. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, here's the ribs. I'm going to put sauce on them. And I'm going to put them back in the oven because I want them to get nice and caramelized. The barbecue sauce is really good. I'm using bottled barbecue sauce. You can absolutely make your own. Use any brand that you like. I make my own most of the time. I did a lot of cooking today, so I did a shortcut on not making barbecue sauce. So that's one side. I'm gonna flip it over. It's still a little hot. I'll do this fast. I think I got more sauce on my fingers. So I like the sauce to kind of cook and get, I think the word I'm thinking about is caramelized, where it's cooking and it's the sugars in it are kind of warming up with the spices. And I like to really just have it kind of not crunchy, but not so soft. So I'm going to put this back in the oven. Trying to make sure every spot has some sauce on it. I'm sorry, I'm out of the view. So I've done the other side, and now I'm finishing up this side. I'm going to put it back in the oven just for a little bit to get the sugars in the barbecue sauce to cook. I don't like just wet barbecue sauce on something. I like it when it's kind of cooked. I make my sauce quite a bit, but today I didn't have time. I had too many things. I did too many things today, and I didn't have time to do the sauce. So the ribs are very tender. I'm going to put them back in the oven for just a little bit, and then we'll be back. Well, I'm back with the food, and I want to show you what I made. I made some potato salad to go with the ribs, and I made baked beans, kale and collards, and I made some fried chicken and put some barbecue sauce on it. I want you to see the ribs, how tender they are. And this didn't take, it took a couple of hours. Oh my goodness. Here's a rib piece. And we're gonna have some greens with that. And the recipe's in the link. I make these baked beans and all. It's what I've already made these before. I think I'm gonna have a piece of chicken. And a little bit of potato salad. Piece of the rib. Oh my goodness, it's so tender. See? That is good. I hope you have a wonderful 4th. Good to enjoy your favorite sides. Let me show you that rib piece. Together we can do this. You have a good one. I hope you enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time.